playing the video game, and then I ran into somebody, as this community knows, Shenless.
Shenless? Okay.
He got me into the competitive scene. He saw I was kind of cooking with my Fujin, and he was like, you should come into the competitive scene. You would learn a lot more. This was on a time when I was still on Wi-Fi.
Oh, that.
Hey. Uh-huh. Come on.
Okay, straight grab this time. Usually we've seen buttons first.
Absolutely, got some respect out of Sparkz now, looking for the block, and I guess that's what he does. You know, you're inching closer and closer toward the finish line. You don't want to do anything extra and leave windows of opportunity for your opponent to come back, but his button choices, the pokes, the spacing, the distance, everything.
And the timing of it, that's a risk right there. I love it. And Goro's back right now. Oh, he took out Goro.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. You're going to get chipped out. It's going to get hit on purpose to get the break and try to find some space. And oh my God, a Hail Mary. So much that Shinny could not do.
And I really like numbers. And frame data is just really exciting to me to experiment with numbers and seeing how I can make a whole game plan just off numbers. I can make a game plan without seeing any of the moves and just knowing the numbers and knowing they have some sort of range or not.
Interesting.
15 seconds left on the clock. You gotta make a move. She does have the life lead by a smidge. Now he doesn't. Oh, we know he still does. He got .4. He's gonna go for drill. You gotta be careful. He tried it with that life lead in favor of Sparkz. Sparkz has life lead. Go for 1-2.
There it is. The Spark block. Spark blocks. And Sparkz took it by the timeout. 3-2. The patient.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Poseidcast. With me tonight, I have the one and only Critical Reaction Sparkz, third place at Frosty Postings, fifth place at CEO, owner of the Lightning Dome, runs events every Tuesday night, and it's like a team as well, right? You're on, they said, on Critical Reactions.
Yeah.
You got the glitch powder right there. I can see it. That's a glitch. But yeah, man, so happy to have you on. Thanks for coming on. Do you have anything you would like to say before we get started?
Use code TeamCR, 10% off.
Oh, Team CR? Okay, do get it.
Yeah.
We need the review
Gotta
video.
Be a sellout.
Yeah, dude. Use code Sparkz.
Also my name's Sparkz. I should have probably led with that.
I said you were Sparkz.
Yeah. You already introduced me, it's fine.
All right. First question I always like to ask people is, what got you into like competitive Mortal Kombat or just competitive fighting games in general? I know some people come from other games, or what kind of got you into MK and then into the competitive community?
I was just playing the video game, and then I ran into somebody, as this community knows, Shenless.
Shenless, okay.
He got me into the competitive scene. He saw I was kind of cooking with my Fujin, and he was like, you should come into the competitive scene. You would learn a lot more. This was on a time when I was still on Wi-Fi.
Oh, everyone has those days. Everyone's like that person.
Oh, the bad days. But yeah, no, I was found when I was still playing, like, I didn't even know who I wanted to play at the time. I was playing Fujin, Katana, Cetrion, and I was just playing to have fun. And, everybody has this mindset before they actually join competitive. Yeah, I'm so good.
Yeah, I'm sick.
You fight that one guy, and you're like, what the hell? And then you just want to get better.
Yeah, exactly.
But Shenless started introducing me all these things. First exhibition I ever played in was Lucy's, but like it was just a different realm, and it was so much fun.
That's awesome, man.
And that's what Shenless introduced me to everything competitive. I had no clue anything. I didn't have Discord. I didn't have Twitter before that. Yeah. So all my social medias are from Mortal Kombat as well.
No, exactly. No, same. So the Shenless is like a good bridge, I feel like, because he does have the like competitive background, and he does like a lot of his clips and stuff. Like he likes to get them in exhibitions, which is like more like official than like Combat League 100%.
Yeah, I was still a lab monster before I went into competitive. So that's probably why he noticed me. Yeah,
and then obviously playing Fujin, so you have like the mains and line. I see like he mentored like a few people. And like kind of bridge them into the community.
Was the first person I ever ran into that was a pro player. That was my like first, not really a pro player, but like first competitive
player. Yeah. And did you like go into a stream, or was it just like you commented on the videos?
No, we ran into each other on KL.
Oh, really? And he just like you guys like talk to each other from there?
Yeah, and it just
what a wholesome KL interaction.
This is before my teabagging days when I ran into a Wi-Fi player, lag spiking me.
Mortal Kombat 1 has been out for a little over a year now, and you were you were good obviously in MK11, but I feel like MK1 you really have taken that step up. Was it like a different approach? Was it just the fact that this is the first game you learned at a competitive level, or when you go into that?
I started this game off that I wanted to be competitive. I put more time into it. I mean, and I also just had I had the perfect training partner at the start as well, because I knew Hourglass from Guilty Gear.
Oh really?
So day one.
Yeah, wow, yeah, that's a help for sure.
Day one, I'm already playing with one of the now best players in the game.
Yeah.
So automatic, I had a good training partner from the start, and that really helped everything.
That's awesome. That's sick. So did Hourglass come from Guilty Gear? Was that like the first game? Because I know they said they played 11 as well.
They played MK11. They just didn't like it much, but their main competitive game was Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I remember that because it's interesting. There's people. There was like Moody from in like the EU scene who's done really good in like one of Rips Arena. Was originally Tekken player. They would play Tekken, and then they got into this game during MK1 and were just super good. So of course it's Melina. Maybe it's just like to have other fighting game players. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You notice that like. Regardless of how good they are, they're always going to Vol roll neutral at some point. It's always going to happen regardless. They can be the best player in the world. Like that set at Texas Showdown that Hourglass played against Arona, there was a time where it was just like they were just walking back and it was like the solid neutral and then Hourglass ball rolls out of nowhere, like all fine got hit. And I think that's what lost him the set. And I was just like, Hourglass is literally like one of the best players in the world, like qualified for Final Combat. And that's just like, just a Melina thing. It's just what you do. Eventually, it's gonna happen.
Against me, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Because it's so like you get like 50. So if it's like, oh my god, if this just hits and it's a low, if they're not blocking low,
and he plays Melina loud, dude.
Yeah.
So if that shit hits, he wins the game. If it doesn't hit,
yeah. You lose the game, No, like it literally, like it's like the skip neutral tool. Like literally, people talk about, oh, you skip neutral. That literally 100%. If it lands, you get the combo. If it doesn't land, you get comboed. Yeah, it's literally.
It was the first ever skip neutral tool.
Yeah, it literally is the epitome of what that is.
In MKX, it was 8-frame startup.
That's insane. I can't like the game was so fast. Like people like the games actually have honestly got slower. Like have you noticed that? Like, if you've gone back and played 11, yeah, it's like, wow, this game's a lot faster than 1. Like,
MK1's like this weird fast-paced, slow-paced game.
It's like fast and burst. It's like burst. It's like burst. It's like you hit a balloon.
But then you look at the timer, and it's always the timer.
Dude, there's so many timeouts in this game. I think it's like the cameos, because you have like sub, and then you have like these zoner cameos and stuff, and teleports.
It's 100% every single time a timeout.
Yeah. I feel like Cyrax is actually like that's probably like the optimal way to play against her because it's like harder. I feel like for them to get a hit than Kenshi. Can I be real? Like
yeah, no. And the thing is, if there's 10 seconds left and I get a hit on you, you already won the game.
Yeah, because it takes so long.
Takes around 12 seconds.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
because at least it does feel more interactive than like than some of these other like things. Like even like some of these loops, it's just like it feels more interactive than like when Sindel throws a low hat and then floats in on you or whatever. Or Melina throws a low hat and 1-2. Like the bombs feel more like I have more agency, you know?
I remember month 2 Sindel out.
Yeah.
I remember fighting Ludi was my bracket team at the time. I'm just like I'm getting hit, and it's round 2.
Yeah.
I feel like repatch Sindel Lao was just Kenshi on steroids.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it really because they have similar. Their win condition is like they have to get the opening, and like the logic is that it's easier for Sindel. Yeah.
Sindel also had the best zoning in the game at the time.
Yeah. Tanya was your main, and recently received some nerfs. Are you switching mains? Are you going to be dual maining? What's your future plans for competitive?
I don't know yet. I've been in a huge character crisis since the nerfs. I mean, because her game plan's completely changed. Because of all the shadow nerfs. I was fine with the list of nerfs. I was like, okay, this is fine.
You live with it.
It wasn't that bad. I was actually happy about the armor nerfs. It was just, we had, I think it was 5 separate nerfs total to her 4-2 string. Movement nerfs. I mean, she was already a slow character. Now she's even slower. So it's just pain. And then they nerfed some of her combos. And then her armor move doesn't hit certain cameos now. So even like if I hit you from my armor move, if you're using Kano or Striker, I can't hit you anymore.
Oh, so the Striker was hit you.
Cameos anymore.
Wow.
And that was actually an old glitch too, and they it's back now.
Wow. So they really gutted the character. They're kind of doing that a little bit. Like people are like
Peacemaker still kept his game plan though.
Yeah.
Tanya's game plan is just different,
and
she doesn't even hit for. They nerfed her damage. She doesn't hit for 30 anymore.
Really?
My optimal does 28.7.
Yeah, I haven't touched her since the patches just because of other characters and stuff.
But I mean, if I'm down in tournament, I'm gonna take her out.
Yeah.
Just as a comfort pick.
Do you still think she can do it? Like, where do you think she would fall on the tier list if you were to make one?
Bottom 5.
Bottom 5?
Yeah.
Is it like
like she's every character that had her game plan pre-patch just does it better because now she has no damage, no mix, and no movement speed. So there's nothing to worry about. And because of her 4-2 nerf, her Oki options are heavily nerfed because what it was, we would cover both with 4-2 mediating and the spin on delay. But now if I do that, because of 2 extra frames, on delay, you can just punch out a spin. The spin will already be done.
Oh, really? Interesting. Wow. So, I feel like all the problems that like Reptile had in the matchup, I thought that was one of his worst matchups, but now, like, I'd probably say Reptile wins, honestly. Reptile might win at this point.
Reptile has this, I even said this on Twitter, Reptile has the same game plan as Tanya. Especially now. Because
he just doesn't have the multi-hitting mid, which was, like, the thing,
But his neutral's better. I mean, he has stand 3.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, it's a high, but it's still really good.
I would play Reptile right now than Tanya.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Reptile. I mean, people say, like, oh, you downplay Reptile. You're a Reptile down player. But literally, like, my tier list compared to all the other ones I've seen, I have them higher than everyone. I haven't seen a single tier list that
in the middle in the pack.
Yeah, I have them basically middle of the pack.
15, 16.
Yeah, but no, I think I might have a little bit lower than that. So you might be having a higher, which is I think Reptile is a really good character. Honestly,
I think this patch in specific, there's so many broke ass characters.
Like the Sonya buffs are really good for Reptile.
The Sonya buffs are really good for everyone.
Yeah, like the sector of like the 4-3 like float thing, and then you either do the Sonya or you can just low.
Like Ermac, 4-4, anything that goes in the air is just really good now.
Yeah, I might have to actually look into Ermac Sonya again now.
I was the other day. And they just removed the glitch, so you're not a cheap scumbag for just doing it.
That's funny. So what other characters? I know you said like you're in a character crisis. What other characters have you been playing?
The main one I've been looking at, Cyrax. No, not because she's broken. I'm a lab rat. Okay, I didn't want this, but it's okay. I'm accepting it. But mainly Cyrax, kind of just any cameo I feel like in the moment. And I've been playing a lot of Gearus lately. Gearus Jax.
Oh yeah, I saw that before the patch. Yeah, and he's better now, right? So do you get?
I feel like he still falls on. None of his matchups change.
Yeah, that was kind of like that's the thing is like because Gearus has been buffed a few times now. This isn't the first one. So and that kind of happened with Reptile where you get these like tiny like things. People are like, oh, he got buffed, and it's like, well, like it's nice, but it doesn't change his matchups. I
feel like the tiny thing for Reptile is the tiny thing I'd rather want for Gearus. Having a safe overhead's better than having
over time, they buffed him like 5 separate times and eventually became a good character. That's kind of like where Gearus is at like the halfway point of that. It's like, okay, they keep on adding these things that are like, they're nice, but like, it doesn't change much. Like, it's a nice quality of life thing. Yeah. So it's like, oh, I can cancel back 2 into cameos now. Like, whoa. Like, thank you. That was the buff we needed. Yeah.
The main character I'm looking at right now is probably Ermac or Cyrax, though.
I feel like, those are very, like, lab-heavy. Probably have more sauce in the tank that people don't know about yet. That would probably really pique your interest, because you're particularly... At this point, at least like to me and a lot of community, it has like kind of like the lab rat, as you said. I remember I asked you about it, and you said like you'll just be like thinking about stuff like, oh, does that work? And then you'll go and like lab it when you're. Yeah, so it's like
especially when I was in school.
No, that's fair.
I just get like hella bored, and I'd be like, huh, does this work? It's how I found something that I still see no other Quan Chi players use. If you do Bone Caves the second you see another projectile start up, you'll get a trade combo every single time.
Do you have to do like teleport,
just-
or is it or like if they're in your face?
No, bone cage. You do bone cage on them, and you can get dash stand 4 in the tentacle.
Oh, really?
Or depending on the cameo you're using, you just get a full combo.
Damn. Yeah, I was saying like with Matara or Lau, I could see that easily.
Serena.
Serena. Oh, Serena. Yeah,
Bone
true.
cage, like you just have to read a straight projectile, or you can react to some of them, and then you just dash stand 4 Serena Glaze combo. That was something I was bored in class one day.
And you're like, does that work? And then it did. That's funny because I've had times like that where a lot of the time it doesn't work though. Usually it's like, oh, does that work? And then go back. Yeah.
It's really rare something of mine doesn't work. I've noticed.
Yeah. that's really cool. All your like brain works and stuff. So, I mean, I enjoy labbing. I do what I have to do. I feel like a lot of my labbing is mainly like a discipline thing. Like I don't go into it like, wow, I love this. I go into it more of like, okay, I need to do this if I'm gonna get better. But you definitely seem to have like a joy in it. Like what about it do you think separates you from the typical MK player? Like, well, is it just
when it comes to labbing?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have autism and I really like numbers. And frame data is just really, really exciting to me to experiment with numbers and seeing how I can make a whole game plan just off numbers. I can make a game plan without seeing any of the moves and just knowing the numbers and knowing they have some sort of range or not.
Interesting. So you're one of those people that No, I'm sorry, you go on.
Oh, keep going.
Oh, sorry, are you one of those people that like you kind of just have everyone's like frame data and stuff memorized? Like, oh, yeah, this is like this on block. If like, oh,
yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm one of my favorite things I'm looking at right now is cancel advantage on things. It really helps because I've noticed like right now I just figured out 1-1 on Katana jails and the jack swipe really good. But there's a lot of things you can see when you look at cancel advantage. You got recovery. It's just every piece of frame data. It always means something different, and you can use it to find different things, different game plans, like the small little gaps you want to close, because they all have something different. Block stun's really good too. You can always because cameos are ambushes. You're not working off what your block is. You're working off what the block stun is, which does not have a number. That's just you have to be able to see that.
You can just see it. Like, there's no way to like count it or anything like that. Or...
Yeah, there's no way to count block stun. That's
so. Have you got it like down to like a science, or is it like are you kind of still guessing? You have, so you can kind of just like see like, oh, that's -6 or whatever. Like,
I mean, block stun wise, block stun and how minus you are on block are completely different things.
Yeah.
I could be -30 on block, and I could have more block stun if I was than if I was plus. It just depends on what's happening.
Yeah, and like, because it's like your own cooldown. I remember a move that's like kind of conducive is like, remember Jackie's 4-2-2 or whatever it was, where it was -13, but like nobody would punish it. I still like don't know if I've seen anyone punish it.
It would mess up your input timing. It's just block stun.
It was so little block stun. Yeah.
Or it might be too much, because like the too much block stuns, that's the stuff that goes in the cameos.
Yeah.
Like that's why Goro was plus on Tanya. My move was -18, by the way.
Yeah.
And it was still +1. It wasn't because I was -18. It's because of the
block stun. Yeah. So it's like you just have massive cooldown, but there's a lot of block stun too.
Yes.
Which really matters in this game. Like, something as simple as like your cameo going in the air in a certain situation could matter compared to when in the previous games it was just an animation. Now it makes a difference.
Yeah, every frames means so much more in this game than any other game, in my opinion, for MK wise.
Yeah, you know, is that something that has kind of like drawn you into the game?
Yes, I really like it. And then just labbing when somebody beats me of something new, I'm like, what the hell? And then I find out what's fake about it.
Yeah,
I feel like most people I'm doing that I'm losing to, if I haven't seen it before, I'm just gonna assume it's fake. I just don't know what's fake about it yet.
Yeah, that's fair. That's cool. And like the fact that you have a mind that can kind of do that, because not a lot of people like the fact that you can literally lose and be like, okay, and you can just kind of dissect how you just lost and turn it into a game plan and then find ways to counter it. It's like, it seems so simple, but it really is. And there's not a lot of people that can work like that. Like in theory they can, but like just being able to deduce those things, you know what I mean, is something that.
I have to do some live match. I have to be able to go. I just go to lab straight after. I'm like, what did I just lose to? Because if it's something new, it's either real and this person found something I didn't. Which is really rare to me right now.
Yeah.
Somebody showed me something new for the first time in over 4 years the other day. It was like 2 weeks ago. and I was like, what? They found a trade combo. It was that trade combo I posted with the Jack Slam off the Motaro. Because in that one animation, if Jack Slam hits you out, you can hit Fatal Blow, then do Jack Slam, and then you still get a combo after. I actually won a tournament with that today.
What?
It's now the same thing of sectors.
So if you're enough blocks done and you cancel it and you let Fatal Blow live, and then in the stale frames, the invincible frames allow you to get another button out, which doubles the amount of the combo. That's what it sounds like to me. It's just like, wow, I'm just trying to explain a black hole. It's like, well, actually, it's like there's actually more density. It's like infinite density, but no volume.
The funny thing is, the person who showed me that got the idea from watching my stream because it happened on my stream specifically, and I was about to go lab it 10 minutes after they sent it to me. I didn't notice that they sent it to me. I went to go lab it, and I was like, oh, this is cool. But somebody heard. Then I look at my DM. Somebody sent me, and I'm like, what the hell? Because it happened on my stream. It was my last match on my Gears Jack stream. I got hit by a Fatal Blow, and Jack's ground pound saved my ass. And I was like, huh. But if you do the Fatal Blow and that happens, you get a combo. So if your Fatal Blow gets interrupted, you get a trade combo.
Oh, that's actually really cool. That's so interesting. All right.
Yeah, I think where's my phone? I'll send you a clip. Oh.
Yeah, you can send me a clip, but you know, later. But yeah. We'll stop it right now. Pause everything. Send me a clip. I'll play the clip right now. I'll play it right now. Send it to me, and this will be in the video. This part will be cut out
right here.
Yeah. Like,
this will be a Scorpion Motaro clip right now.
Perfect.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that sick clip that we definitely just put in right there. So you're part of Critical Reaction. Do you play like a lot of games with your teammates, or what's your kind of like relationship with them? What do you do? This could be the time that you promote your stuff if you want to. 10% off.
Action, my boys.
Yeah, shout out to the jersey.
Yeah. We got the glitch. We got a glitch sponsor. Use Team CR.
Team CR. I'll leave the link in the description.
Sometimes we do a lot of talking. Mainly just some coughs here and there. We're planning on starting up a new exhibition on Fridays. That's my little sneak peek. We just haven't got that out yet. But that's a little something to know.
Yeah, I know CR they did some tournaments on Fridays too, if I recall.
They only did one.
Oh, it was only one?
I remember it though.
Yeah, I remember it too. I didn't play in it because I forgot, actually.
I didn't play
legitimately the reason is because I forgot. So
I was at work.
Yeah.
So.
The amount of times it's like I forget. There's so many.
Start up a new exhibition where
that's cool.
Every week you only are allowed to play between 2 different cameos, so you're forced to lab new things.
Okay.
My whole thing's about labbing, and this is half grade.
Nerd.
And I'm like, at the start of the week, you're only allowed to lab these 2 cameos with your character. Sometimes it'll be only 2 characters and you have all the cameo options.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just gonna go everybody choosing Farah with whatever character.
Not wrong.
That's why I came up with this idea. At
I
the
think
start,
cool.
I was just gonna take Farah off the wheel.
So is it like before the match starts, or is it like you get told like, hey, on Friday, on Monday, you're gonna tell them
Yeah.
Oh.
And
That's pretty cool.
All this time to lab, so you can show new things. Like, when was the last time you saw an Ermac tremor? Never. Exactly.
Never. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I saw
just to show new things.
Yeah, I think that actually has some sauce too, because like I could see some things happening with Ermac tremor.
Exactly.
That's why it's cool.
It forces you to explore it, and it might give you a new team you really enjoy, just to have some fun. And I mean, you don't have to play in it.
Yeah, you're not forced to. You're not obligated. We're not holding you. You better fucking play in Critical Reactions exhibition tonight. Do it, or you're dead. Like, no one's gonna make you do that. So no, it's a cool idea. I know there's some tournaments coming up here. We have ECT next weekend. We have DreamHack this weekend. I know you're not going to either of those. Do you have any tournaments that you're planning on going to in the near future?
I'm going to a local on the 19th.
Let's go. Shout out to locals. Shout out to that's a big thing. Is that people need to show up. But go on. You can continue what you're gonna say.
We have actually a really good local scene. We can have like 20 to 30 people.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
our local
awesome.
scene is huge in Kentucky.
That's so cool.
I'm in Indiana. I have to drive 4 hours to
get to the local. Yeah, but that's that's cool. It's just like those locals are just
we have a regional tournament in November. We're having medals. I know Six is going.
Ooh,
I know a few players are going, but
that's
Six
awesome.
is the main one that comes off top of my head. And that's if you want to sign up for that, that's Breaking Point. I think it's November 22nd or 23rd. It's in Ashland, Kentucky.
If you're in the Midwest, man, consider heading up, especially if you're in Kentucky. If you're listening to this,
especially if you're in Georgia, it's like if you're in Atlanta, that's like maybe you have to go through Tennessee. 6-hour drive, 5-hour drive.
That's not terrible. And Atlanta has a big scene. Like DreamHack Atlanta's coming up, and there's a lot of local players like Squad, Nate Hanzo, Bedinos, 80. Yeah, which is honestly, I'm sad to say it, but I'm like 80. That's nice. That's good. like I drove to defend the North, which is like equally as far of a drive, and there was like 25, maybe 30. It was
my local.
Yeah, exactly.
So many
it was like stacked. Like there were like top 100 players like not making top 8, but like it was only like 30 people. So like
oh yeah. I just like that my scene actually has people. My last tournament I went to, I think we had 17 the tournament before.
That's nice. There's a local I go to.
Local, that's actually really big for Mortal Kombat.
I drove the last local I drove to, hour and a half away. There were 6 people. We had 6 people. Yeah. So it means if I didn't drive that hour and a half.
Shocking to me that my local has so many people.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like
local in my state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if people have them. Like, I've talked to people and they're like, yeah, like I'm like an hour and a half from MKNJ. Like, I'm looking for something closer. It's like, bro, like that's like the biggest local you could possibly have, and that's not that far. If I was an hour and a half away, I would be there basically every time, unless I had like other obligations.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm going to a 4-hour local every 2 months.
Yeah,
that's a 4-hour drive for me, and that's a 4 hours one way, by the way.
Yeah,
so that's an 8-hour drive total throughout the day.
Yeah, that's like dedication. That's like the thing is like if the community is going to thrive in any sort of capacity, there's 2 options basically. It's either people show up, people go to these tournaments. And, people go to offlines, they support the onlines, they support the content creators, they support CEOs, and there's just a self-sustaining economy. Or NRS dumps a huge pile of money into the pro comp and just kind of revitalizes the scene. Exactly. That's the thing, is that, like, I think the community kind of is relying on that, especially at this point, where it's kind of like just waiting for an announcement, and we might not get it, and if it doesn't come, people are like, well, then that's on NRS. It's like, well, no, because we want the scene. Like, I love going to these tournaments. I love playing these games. I love running these tournaments.
Yeah,
I know you do as well.
This is one of my favorite games.
Or just NRS games in general, you know what I mean? Until Tanya, I guess we'll see you now. I see you in a week. Like, this game is the worst ever. Never playing again. That Poseidcast episode was a lie. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I've been struggling with streaming because of that, though. Like, I just don't know what character to play for stream. I'm like, I wish I could just play Tanya, because when I'm down, I'm like,
I want to just play Tanya. Yeah. But it's not Tanya anymore. That's like...
It's not.
The thing is like that kind of got me in MK11, because I got into MK11 like right at the beginning of it, and I played Garrus. I loved Garrus. But then they nerfed a few things, and you still
grab loops.
Yeah, I love the grab loops. That like reminded me of like Sheik from Melee. So it's just like I can just keep grabbing them, like, and then I can mix in a mid, and it would be like grab, then you throw in the mid, and then get hit, and it's like, oh, this is so awesome. But they nerfed them a little bit. They nerfed some. There's like I spent like hundreds of hours like labbing these like jump down 2 into 4-2-1-2 combos in the trap that did like a bunch of damage. But then they nerfed it because they made the 4-2-1-2 like slower, so you couldn't combo it. And I was like, it's like hundreds of hours of just labbing just out the window. There's probably conversions that you probably lab for hours that you just can't do anymore.
With Tanya, yeah. So much.
Yeah, so it just sucks. It's like
my main combos don't work anymore. I was playing her today, and I was like, why?
Yeah, and it's just like, like it's not even like, because Garrus was still good, and I played him until Joker came out, but it was just like it wasn't the same after that happened. I was like, and like they're reasonable. Yeah, because like they got rid of like Garrus had like 3 counter punish crushing blows. It was so broken. His so it was forward 2-2, forward 1 was a counter punish, and then it went to like the corner and sand trap. Sand trap was counter punish KB, which was ridiculous. So if you tried to zone, you would eat 30. You would eat 30 into Oki.
I remember when they changed the sand trap KB requirement.
Yeah.
That was such a huge change. Everybody in the community was like, "What the?"
It was like I can finally zone Garrus now.
It was with 3, and then you hit 1.
Yeah.
Unless you were fighting Guri.
Or an armor broke. It became the armor break too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the armor breaks were so weird.
Armor breaks
I
were
liked it when
interesting.
it was a spawn exclusive thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
think
thought that was really cool.
I remember I saw Mustard talking about this, and I think he made a good point. Was when Movado, you know how Movado can do the flawless block thing, and they're thinking like, oh, this becomes like a thing that people enjoy, and it's good for the game. That maybe they'll add it to different, and every cameo would have an option to do that. But I hardly see anyone do it. It's rare, and you don't get too much off it.
It's half a cameo
and 2 bars a meter. Yeah.
For 9%.
Yeah, and so you can't. So it's just like, okay, like maybe in a niche situation where like you get it for the win, or you get them almost dead, but like it's just a lot of resources spent for basically nothing.
And you can't even go to the Movado slide after it. So.
Yeah. Oh, you can't. Yeah. So that's like it's a lot. I mean, maybe if you can do the Movado slide, then it's like okay, you get the reversal and then you get the Oki too, like for the slide.
Yeah, it's just because you just used a cameo, so you can't use it again.
Oh, word. Interesting. Well, yeah, that's definitely something. So you want to talk a little bit about the Lightning Dome, when you run the events, stuff like that, why you started running them as well? I'd love to hear about everything about that.
Okay, so Lightning Dome was something I started with Street Fighter 6.
Mm-hmm.
I just got out of surgery, and I was like, I can't play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and I really enjoyed commentating with my boys from SRTV back in the day. I don't know if you guys know who they are, but pretty good tournament series from MK11. They kind of do some MK1 tournament. I haven't heard about them much.
They may be starting again this Sunday at 10-6, starting a new season. Maybe they might be.
But yeah, I think you guys were my first experience to TOing, and I really liked it because I co-commentated once. I was like, this is pretty cool. I like talking.
Yeah.
And then people, and I can be funny sometimes. It's like, I enjoy this game. Why shouldn't I also talk about the game? I enjoy the community.
Exactly.
I enjoy the game. And I'm like, okay. Even when I don't enjoy the game, I still enjoy the community. And I still enjoy commentating the game. So even if I'm hating the game like hell,
there's something
which I was doing during the Pharah meta, I was like, hey, but I still love my community. I want to provide for the community, and they're happy when they play in my tournament. I'm happy watching them play and commentate. So it's just giving something extra for the community to do.
Yeah,
especially my tournaments, because there's no stakes on my tournaments. It's not a series. I'm broke, so I don't. I mean, there's no prize pools.
By glitch.
There's no prize pools by glitch is crazy. It's just because I'm broke. But because I'm broke, there's no stakes. You can learn new characters. Mighty just subbed in for somebody on stream with Takeda once.
Oh really? Yeah, I've seen this. This Takeda's pretty nice. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but they just like there's no stakes, so you can just play, and it's just something for people to do. Like, oh, one night, I really want to play right now. Nothing to do. Oh, there's a tournament up tonight. That's pretty cool.
I'll leave a link to the Discord. Discord in the description.
Yeah. But this is when I brought it back up. I think it took me like 6 months because. I went from putting money into it, and I'm like, I don't have the resources, so now I brought it back up without money, just for something for the community to do. And I brought it back up while HDG was down, and now HDG is only bi-weekly, so you still have my tournament every week. The sweetest event started at event.
Yeah, the Sweets event, they started. So there's stuff that was on Tuesday, HDG's every other Tuesday. There's events like a bunch, like of awesome events happening basically every day. Like you can play TNS tonight, like you know what I mean. Like
we need one for Friday.
I think and then we'll have one every single day of the week, basically.
Yeah, no, because Tweety used to run them on Friday.
Yeah, Fatal Fridays. He ran like 3. Yeah, it's just like
those.
It's just a lot to. I mean, it's a lot of upkeep. It really is. I mean, imagine running like over 100 MK11 events and over 50 MK1 events like SRTV like has. Imagine doing that. So that would be a lot of work. So we would.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's really hard to kind of just do everything.
Yeah.
Graphics.
Yeah. So sometimes we'll outsource for stuff like that, but a lot of stuff is it's done in house. Like the Start GGs, I make every single one of those. The challenges when we were doing those, like TOing, the event,
when
the
you
stream
don't have
stuff.
other people on your team, because I do the bracket running and commentating while also hosting.
Yeah.
So like, and then when you have one person who doesn't read, it's just like, oh.
Yeah,
no.
like I do that for the Injustice 2 tournaments, and I'm solo commentating. Changing bracket running, have the charge of the streams have to change the scores and stuff like that. There was something someone commented on it recently. It's like the TO's talking, or the guy, the commentator's talking about anything but the match. I'm like I wasn't watching the match at that time, all right? Like there's something else I had to do. What do you mean? Like, well, I can't always. It's either
really
dead air, or I talk about something else while I'm not looking at the match because I'm changing scores.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys hear about that new thing that happened on the internet recently?
Yeah, exactly. And remember, we
even reading chat.
Yeah, totally. I read before. I've read things before. Remember, we ran the best, most well ran MKX tournament. Remember that a few months ago? That was when that was almost a half a year ago at this point. It was really well ran. I remember that. It was awesome.
That was a fun tournament.
That was when we literally kept on subbing people in. We're like, hey, can we play? We're like, screw it. Yeah, there's like an hour after the tournament started. Yeah, come on and play.
That's my favorite part about like small tournaments. You're just like, fuck it.
But yeah, come on, come play. Yeah, it was like.
I think I was 2 hours into my tournament when my Neo just subbed in. I was like,
fuck
why
it.
not?
Yeah. It was literally like.
DQ'd after 2
always.
Sure.
That's always what happens. There's always these people because I run the SRTV events, and which every Sunday, starting this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sign up. Is that like people will be like, oh, I forgot to sign up. Like I meant to sign up. I don't know what happened. Can you please add me? I'm like, yeah, you can sub in for someone. We find someone for them to sub into, and then they fucking they'll DQ after one round. They'll win, and they'll be like, yeah, can you DQ me? I'm like, bro, like we added you late. Yeah.
This week was the worst. I had somebody DQ in grands.
That's always the worst. It's like, I mean, I guess if something happens.
They quit. They were on winner's side too, by the way.
And they quit after that. That's not cool. Because the TO, you go and you sacrifice your night and stuff like that. You organize the event, so to be like just to leave in grands. I get if that was over.
He was on winner's side.
Yeah, I get if it was like, last game, last
No,
round.
Game 2.
Game 2.
It was game 1. Yeah. So
not even the reset yet.
No, Hourglass was up 1-0. Over somebody else, the person who quit, and then he quit on game 2, and I'm like, number one, bro, you're on winners over Hourglass. You sent Hourglass to losers.
Yeah, that's
why you quit in game 2.
You don't have to tell me who it is, but that I hate that. I think it's so. Do you I'll say this person's name. Do you remember yours truly, Dante, or I forget, he changed his name a bunch, but I remember one time. We hosted an SRS, and it was like. But for this particular SRS, if you finished in the top 4, you qualified for this other tournament. I mean, there was a one time where they did that, and there's a few other tournaments that were happening kind of that weekend, and if you got into the top 4, you qualified, and there was a big $2,000-$3,000 tournament and stuff, so people wanted to qualify for it. And Dante was winner side top 8, goes to losers, and was literally straight up hey, I have some friends who got on, can you DQ me from the tournament? I'm gonna go play with them, and I'm like, you're gonna DQ from your in losers semifinals? You're gonna DQ at this point? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And still this day, I don't have nothing against him. He's a cool person, everything like that. But still, it's always every time I talk to him, that just jumps right to the front of my mind. You DQ'd from that point in the tournament.
Because I had no, it wasn't. It was Soy saying he DQ'd in Grant. Not in Grant. He DQ'd in top 8, but he had a reason.
Yeah.
Power went out.
If something happens, sometimes it happens, or you just have a family emergency, or it's okay, I get it. It very much happens. When it's when you're just raging or something like that. Yeah, when you're raging, or if you just because Dante could have straight up just been like, hey, my family needs me. I need to go. He could have just lied. He literally didn't even care enough to come up with a valid excuse.
Oh no. So he literally showed us a video of fucking lightning hitting his shit. It was all red outside. They had a bad electrical storm, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
why
like
you can't get all
yeah,
right now.
and like you were like usually when the people do have to DQ like that, they feel bad and they're like going above and beyond to like prove that that's what happened. But it is because, like you said, people sacrifice their time. Sometimes it's money. I know your events aren't for money, but like it's the time, the organization, stuff like that. Like you put all this stuff out there, and the little you can get a return.
I'm still there from 7 to 1.
Yeah,
like...
that's a long time. That's a lot of time, and like because I know like you work and stuff like that as well. So it's like when you're trying to compete and also run tournaments and also work full time, and you have your family and you have a girlfriend, if I recall correctly. It's like there's just a lot of
I do.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a lot of stuff that divvies up your time. So like to take that much time away from you when it's supposed to be like your free time to practice or whatever is a lot. And
just to give back to the community I love.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly what I started doing too. But then it started growing, and now I'm greedy, and now I'm just in it for the money. It used to be for the love, but now it's solely for money.
Totally for the money. Don't mind the part where we're not making
negative $200 a month. I love every cent of it.
Don't worry how the part we're going negative.
Yeah, I always love it.
Because I run Street Fighter 6 tournaments as well. I got a whole team for that shit though now.
That's awesome.
So I still run it from the background, but Meogs is doing most of the carrying for that. So go check out that. That happens on Thursdays. Tomorrow night, if you play Street Fighter 6,
links.
this week.
Okay, well, Sparkz will send me the links. It'll be out tomorrow. Podcast will be tomorrow. So
today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday. I drop them on Fridays. Yeah, so Friday. If you're watching this, say hi to your future self.
And the Street Fighter 6 tournaments are in the same server. So if you play both games,
I'll leave a link to the server. Cool, man. That's awesome. So you do the Street Fighter events, you do the MK events. You're on the team. You have multiple top 8s. Do you have any like big goals you're kind of going after, or are you kind of just playing? Because you said you got a couple major top 8s. You've done well. You've won some events here and there. You don't know what you're doing.
I've been doing streaming a lot lately. Getting bigger in streaming and just showing people my love for the game is probably what I'm going after now. Because right now I'm just like, this is a lot more fun. It's a lot less mentally taxing. I would like to win a major though, but that's always a dream. It's a goal, but I have to get back in the game. Like right now, I know I couldn't win a major. I don't practice enough. But so right now, my goal is just get bigger in streaming. Gotta get that money.
Get that money. Get that paper. And we're both in it just for the money.
I just want to basically share my love. Want other people to like the game. Because right now, I'm finally like getting requests. People are finally finding me Twitch. I'm getting people asking me for paid coaching, and I'll never accept paid coaching. I always coach for free. But I love that. I love just getting opportunities to teach new people about the game that I love.
I feel like you're very intricate and you have like a really good like understanding, because there's sometimes like I do stuff and there's still things like terminology and stuff that I don't have the best understanding.
When I watch some people, I'm like, why aren't you doing this?
Yeah. I
won't name names, but I was watching somebody play Sector like 3 days ago.
It's me. It's me. You're like Stan 2 was like, well, what's so good about that? It's like it's +9 and it puts you a full screen
it's a half screen disjointed mid.
Yeah. You probably combo off Movado with.
I think I was watching you. It was like 3 whole matches. You had charged the whole time, and I'm like, is he ever gonna use it?
It's like, trust me. Honestly, I need to use it more. That move wasn't even in my game plan. You were like describing, it's like, oh, you could do this, this, and this, and I'm like, it's too complicated. So you gotta dumb this down for me, man. Like, I know 2-1 is the move, but it's like it's +9. That's actually really good. I understand, but. I just you gotta dumb it down. You gotta dumb it down for me, please, man. Just letters and numbers, please. Oh man. Okay, so all right, so yeah, we talked about a lot of different things and stuff. Is there anything particularly you wanted to say or anything? I know you have your Twitch and stuff like that. I'll make sure I'll leave links to Sparkz events and his social media in the description, Twitter, Twitch, whatever he's got, OnlyFans, whatever he got. It's not going to be in there. That's Priet. That's okay. And that's 19 yet. That's when I give up my hopes and dreams. Well, awesome, man. Well, I mean, honestly, it's been streams
5 days a week, every Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come by. I play Mortal Kombat sometimes. I play games of friends. I kind of just do whatever I want. I might get back into speed running soon. I don't
Speedrunning's
know.
cool.
I've been thinking.
Speedrunning's a lot of
Before
fun.
Mortal Kombat, I used to speedrun Celeste any percent.
So
that's where my execution comes from.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because like some of those games have like insane execution, like for
yeah, no,
to speedrun and stuff like that.
Not easy. My hands hurt.
Yeah.
They still hurt to this day.
Yeah, that's
Do not recommend.
Yeah, that's like a melee thing. It's like I always like, oh, I want to grind a bunch of melee, and then I do, and I'm like, after like a couple days, it's like my hands, and my hand, and it was like, oh, but
yeah, there will be days I don't stream. Sometimes I'm just like, God damn, I forgot to do my hand exercise.
Yeah,
you done it.
You definitely, yeah, that's the thing. It's what happens with me. Is like, you make sure you stretch your hands, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sign. If you're playing the game every day,
every hour, stretch your hands for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and like not.
You don't want to end up like me and Poseidon over here.
Yeah, because then you like, and make sure like you take the break. So like. You think, okay, an hour comes up, stretch your hands, like put the controller down, and like even if you're streaming, you can just talk or whatever. Like that's really like important because it's like
I don't want our greatest chat.
yeah, exactly. And like like for me, I work on the computer too, so I literally like I stream in the morning, play the game, and then immediately on the computer for another 8 hours. So it's like just my first 12 hours of my day basically are just fucking putting my wrists through the freaking ringer. So. And I'm sure a lot of people are similar because they like work and then they go home and they fucking, or they're fucking in college and they're typing the fucking essays and then, so definitely make sure you're stretching your hands. I'll give you longevity, even if you don't have the pains right now.
You'll get them soon.
Yeah, you will get them eventually. Yeah, because on my character, because like something that's like this just so happens to be with both the characters I play in my two main games with Reptile and Sheik, is they both require a lot of dashes. Like you have to like dash like. And like, because they're not like crazy like technical, but like they're just like these little like Reptile who is me and B. It's like get the opening, dash, do the thing, dash, do the thing. So it's like, and it's like very particular. So it's like hair reveal. Oh shit! I thought you said we weren't doing the hair reveal. That was the Patreon episode. It's paid only. You guys have to pay for the censor that. I'm gonna put the hands over it. $5. $5.
I'm just a 19-year-old.
Yeah, right. 19-year-old hair's out now. Word. Okay, man. Well,
Do you have any other questions?
Do I have any other questions for you? If I did, I probably would have been asking them. You know what I mean, Sparkz? I probably would have asked them already. But now we're kind of just ranting and riffing at this point. You know. Your opinion on the meta right now? Like I know you had the Tanya nerfs and stuff like that, but what's your opinion on the meta?
Farah.
Top one.
Farah, top one. Sindel, top two. Johnny, top three.
Top three. Where's Havoc?
4.
Havoc's 4. Okay. What about Natara Scorpion?
I actually think Natara is just top 10, and I don't think Scorpion's top 5 anymore because of the Jax buffs. If you learn how to gotcha grab correctly.
Oh yeah.
Scorpion's meta game plans are all ruined. They're just all shit on.
So the Jax just the Scorpion counter.
Scorpion suffers the most from Jax. So as long as you know how to play one Jax team, just play that into Scorpion and you should be fine. I've been having a lot of success against Scorpion because of it.
Yeah. Homelander, Farah, Sindel, Johnny.
Johnny could be top 1 right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Outside of the top 4 characters, who are better than them? Sorry to cut you off. But
who are better than who now?
Who's better than Natara and Scorpion that you didn't include in your top 4?
Who was my 5th?
So I don't know. You didn't say a 5. You said
Lou. I have Lou as 5th.
Lou 5. Okay. I think Lou is an interesting character because some people are like, I feel like Lou is really strong.
Especially after this new buff. I don't know why they keep buffing him out of nowhere. Because last patch they gave him a new buff. Now he can combo off his Dragon Kick with Motaro, and that's hit confirmable.
Yeah, it's interesting because sorry,
they give him a 2-hitting mid string.
Yeah, 2-hitting mid string, and then forward 4 auto armor breaks. It's so good that you can get plus frames off it. It is flawless block punishable, so there's that aspect of it.
You can't tell me what this character doesn't have now.
Yeah, it is crazy, especially with cameo assist. Like the throw, just the strike throw with Lao or Motaro is broken.
Motaro's definitely the best.
Yeah, and then you can do the projectiles, and then you teleport and you combo off it. Like
he has everything. I mean, Dragon Kick, because it was given 8 more frames of hit advantage, can now be comboed off of, which is dumb. He has 40% meterless combos now. Off 4-4.
That's crazy.
That I don't see anybody go for, but
that's not because that was like his thing. It was like, oh, if he wants damage, he's relying on meter, but that was like his one downfall and stubbiness. But
what?
Supposedly he's stubby. That 4-4 is beating me every time. Let me tell you. But
I have Kenshi 6 and then Cyrax 7th. I think Kenshi's just a better Cyrax. That's it.
No, I agree.
That's my S tier. My S tier ends there.
Right.
Like, I just have those 7 characters in S.
What about Sector?
Sector, I don't even know where to put it right now.
Yeah.
Hourglass hates her. Hourglass just messaged me earlier after playing in a tournament after TNS. He said, this character is not competitively viable.
Yeah.
And I went, okay.
Yeah, that's fair. If Hourglass is saying that, yeah. Especially, like, Hourglass is out of the tournament already, like, yeah. that's definitely maybe it's a Sector
thing. He just won my tournament with Sector Tuesday, so.
Sure, maybe broken.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's just like, especially because it's still new, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I know they're over a week old, but
I
like...
get messages from Hourglass every other day. I read it, one day it'll be, I love this character. Other day, this character's not competitively viable. And I'm like...
Which one is it? Alright, what about Noob? What do you think of him?
I think Noob is really good. Hourglass actually think Noob is the best of the 3.
Really?
Hourglass showed me a game plan of that character, and his dive kick is broken. Just like his projectile dive kick and his normal dive kick.
You get a combo extending dive kick that's disjointed and a projectile, basically?
You know the frames on his normal dive kick?
What
it's absurd.
It's safe,
11
right?
11 frames startup, and then 7 frames of recovery.
Jesus. And like he has
an 18 frame move in neutral. You cannot react.
Yeah, he has the diagonal one and the horizontal one, right? So it's like...
Yeah.
And like the horizontal one,
without shadow. Without shadow, you get that horizontal one. That's unreactable. 11 frame into 7 frame recovery.
That's
an 18 frame move.
That's I struggle with Noob. I struggle with Noob for sure.
I like Sikander, and everybody's talking about how bad Noob is right now, and I'm like, they're complaining about his pokes, and I'm like, he has the best pokes of the 3 characters.
I mean, I have respect for Sikander. Like, you know, he puts in a lot of work. He's popular. He's entertaining.
Oh, I know
he should not be. His opinion should not be taken into consideration when talking about the meta. When the people talk about, who's the best with XYZ character, Sikander should not be in that conversation. But he's entertaining. He's cool. He's good. He deserves his audience. But I said what I said.
But I've seen other people talk about Noob that way, and I'm like, what do you mean you don't see a game plan? He has really good buttons. And people who tell me his 12 frame low is not a good button when he also has a 20 frame overhead. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he has the low... I haven't seen any like really cool Embracing Chaos clips. I feel like that...
Chaos is a bad move.
It's a bad move? It's a bad move? Okay. Like, I haven't labbed or anything. Yeah.
You normally get less damage when you use Embrace Chaos than if you just do a BNB.
Okay.
Like, the damage scaling on it is so heavy, it's never worth it.
Interesting.
The only reason it's worth it is if you just want dive kick for the rest of the round, which I've seen Hourglass do.
Yeah.
You'll do it just to only have dive kick.
Yeah, because you get rid of your shadow. Yeah, you get rid of your shadow, right? Yeah, so interesting.
But I think a lot of people complain about his buttons, and I'm like, all his buttons are good, all his staggers are good, and he only has gaps in like the end of strings where gaps are normally at. So just don't finish your string.
Yeah, and he has like 4 hitting strings. Like the amount of times because he does it and then he pulls back, and so it's like he does it. It's like, is he gonna continue or is he staggering? Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like
and then if he staggers, he's half screen.
Yeah, and like remember
14 frame mid.
Like Raiden's 2-4, where it's like he like goes back and then continues it, so it's like it's weird. Like all of Noob strings are like that because of like the shadow thing. So it's like it's very hard to tell when he's staggering. I get opened up so often. A lot of them are using Movado, so you get the OS combo extenders. So it's like you finish the string, then you get a break. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? But
what do you think about Shujinko?
I think Shujinko's good, like almost without stealing moves now because of that crumple state thing. Like the overhead too, like, and then you steal all the moves, and some of the stolen moves are broken. Like you steal moves like Ermac, insane against. Like Garrus insane against. Quan, insane. Reiko, you can tick off you can literally do any string into a ticked command grab.
POD against Ermac.
Yeah.
With Shujinko.
Who does?
If you ever use Ermac against me, I'm going Cyrax Shujinko.
Cyrax Shujinko. Oh really? Like that actually makes sense completely. Yeah. It's the
only one out of like all her cameos that gives her a guaranteed POD is against Ermac and Shujinko.
Yeah. It's cool watching people who actually like main. Like there's a guy named like T Turtles who was like Omni-Man Shujinko, like that's who he played. And like watching the stuff that he had was super cool.
There was an old player at the start of the game who made Havoc Shujinko. It was Nacho Man, I think.
Nacho Man. There's someone who goes to my local who actually plays Injustice 2, but plays MK1, plays Havoc Jujinko, and I haven't seen what the buffs.
I know, Swamp King.
Swamp King, yep. Swamp King, yep.
I played him in the showcase in Colo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, he's cool. He's more to Injustice, but he's pretty good. He knows what he's doing. Like he's
we all know who Swamp King is.
Yeah,
Swamp King is. I don't know what to tell you.
Injustice 2 go watch on Saturday. This is Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Poseidon Injustice 2 bi-weekly number 11. Revealing the power ranking 2 is the whole thing. We did 10.
Is Vero gonna win again?
Yeah, that's basically what it comes. That's literally what it is. It's like, it's absurd. Like, cause like there's so people, there's so many necros.
Vero before your tournaments.
Yeah. People will always say like, because it was like, oh, Kombat or Wang Phoenix or maybe like Maja Bryan. Those are like the three like Injustice guys. And then everyone's like, oh no, there's just this guy named Vero who just like is on social media, just like sits in the Discord and is just like the best player in the world. And I was like, okay, like. You know, like, I like hearsay. You hear hearsay, and sometimes they're like, "Oh, there's this hidden boss in the shadow that would beat everyone if they showed up." It's like I don't care. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna compete, and that's fine. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like with the whole Sikander, like Sikander is the best Sub-Zero. It's like
it was the Ninja Kill a 2-1-2 thing in MKX.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like Vero is right now.
Yeah, like but that's such an anomaly. That's like there's people who are good who don't compete, and then they start competing and they're really good. But like going from zero, like like they don't compete to the best, almost never happens. So when you hear someone saying something like that, but Vero definitely, one of those situations where he hasn't dropped a set. It's not even like he's won every tournament that he's entered. He hasn't dropped a set. Like he's had some 3-2s last hits, but like I don't understand.
And he plays like a different character every tournament.
Basically, yeah, like I would say he's a Blue Beetle main, but every single tournament will bust out multiple characters.
I've seen
like
Supergirl, I've seen Stargirl.
You've seen Starfire, Brainiac. Brainiac, Leonardo. He played Red Hood against me. Like, I've seen him. Like, I've tried to get him, like, because like, he plays everyone, so I try to get him sometimes to play characters. He always like just choose. I think it's like all like counter picks too. Like, I don't think there's any BM involved with it at all. Because like, I'm like, yo, play Gorilla Grodd, and he won't. So, but there's this another guy who's super good. Who's like PR like top 10. Doesn't like win every tournament, but super good. Like makes most top 8s. Getting like War God, but he'll actually like people like play Black Manta, and he'll just go play Black Manta, and like nobody's doing. Like there was a time where there was a tournament, and some guy was like, someone play Black Manta, and then he just goes after he loses the game, picks Black Manta, and there was a move that someone was doing. I don't remember. I think it was on Black Adam, and there was like this push that it was doing it. Nobody was punishing it, and then War God that match, guy does the move, and he punishes it with Black Manta, and I was just like. You only playing Black Manta because someone told you to, and you had this like niche punish that nobody else was doing that you just knew with Black Manta, and it was like it's just like it's crazy. So like people being able to play like even like multiple characters, having like 3 or 4 tournament ready characters, but like people that can play the cast, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand it. I barely have one. Exactly.
Just do it better. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like Sonic Fox, like they can just like download these characters and they're like, I am the best in the world with this character after playing them for 10 hours. And it's like, I play for 10 hours and I still don't know what's going on.
Johnny was a 1 week Johnny by the way.
Yeah, like the one, yeah. It's just like, yeah, I've been playing Johnny for like 10 days. It's like, bro, if I played Johnny for 10 days, I would be losing to randoms in Combat League. Like, like I would be negative record in Combat League. Like,
yeah, I just want Final Combat.
It's like the only thing I mean, obviously, Sonic probably played more Johnny before because they play everyone, like they constantly. But like Johnny definitely is like one of the kind of like if you're good at the game, you probably have a good Johnny because his buttons are so good, his combos aren't that elaborate. You can play a very basic game. Like he had
a hard character to play. I genuinely think he's a hard.
I think he like a lot of his niche tech. But, like, I think the fact that his buttons are so... It's kind of like, I feel like Fox and Melee, where there's crazy technical Foxes that, like, you need years and years of grinding the game. But then you can also just play a very straightforward one. Just out-neutral your opponent. Take advantage of your frame data. Fox has a 1-frame invincible shine that combos into itself. 1 frame. It comes out frame 1, it's invincible, and it combos into itself. Like,
it's a reflector.
Like, that's, like, Apex move. Like, what move is better than that? There's not. Like, in any fighting game. Like, no. Like, the only thing that would make it better is if it had, like, absurd disjoint. That's the only way it could be better. Like, yeah, no, but, like...
You're writing notes right now. You should stop talking.
But, no, it's fine. They can't change it. The game came out in 2001. It's still the same. But what makes that game more fun, really fun, we're kind of going on a bunch of topics, but is the fact that Fox, although is absurdly broken, is also probably the most fun character to fight because of how you can combo him. And that's what I feel like it kind of stinks about these MK games. And either it's narratives that people are feeding, or it's the truth. But like, the thing is, like in Melee, people hate characters because they're annoying to fight. In MK, people hate characters because they're broken. You know what I mean? Like people hate Homelander.
You just got nerfed to the ground. What do you mean?
Yeah, right. So it's like, oh, this character's top one. Like in Melee, it's like frowned upon to play low and mid tiers. In MK, it's like if you don't, you get like harassed. Like I imagine, how much hate you probably got for playing Tanya for a while.
Oh, I got so much. I
Yeah.
got desperate sometimes, and I'm like, what am I doing? I had somebody stalk me at fucking Frosty.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that whole thing happening. That was super weird.
It was weird because I was still a minor at the time.
Yeah, so like this guy, like you remember he was commentating Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Like he tried to drop that on us, like he was some like fucking hotshot. Like
I was still a minor at the time.
Yeah, that's super weird. Yeah, cause I'm like,
and he was stalking me the whole event. He had pictures of me. Like he was like, I was getting pictures, and I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, like that's crazy. I hope he like did he get banned? Like what happened with that dude? Like I hope he just disappeared after that, right? Because some people confronted him, right? People confronted him, right?
I didn't go near him.
Yeah, like Trill, like a dialogue, right? Too. I remember dialogue said something about it. I'm not sure.
Trill, dialogue, Vi.
Like that. Those are. I would not be. I was like, whoa, those dudes coming up to me like, I am. You're. Yeah. So I'm glad that the community had your back. That's actually a really like hard, like warming thing. Yeah, that's fucked up. And the fact that the community had your back is so cool.
He took a video of me.
Yeah, because you got third. Yeah, you got third at like 150 man like major MK1 tournament, and he's talking about like, oh, you're bad. Oh, you celebrate getting third.
Signed up.
Yeah,
it was like the third most signed up tournament.
At the time, it was bigger than DreamHack Atlanta, which was like.
No, right now it's still like the third most signed up.
Well, I mean, so there was. I mean, math. I made the top 100 ranking for both things, so I know what. Okay, so there was Evo was the biggest. ECT, maybe Frosty might have been third.
No, Frosty was bigger
fourth.
than ECT.
No, it wasn't. ECT had 299 people. Look at it.
Oh, it did.
Book market. Yeah, it did. Yeah, but it was a pro comp event. It was a pro comp event. So like it was ECT pro comp, Combo Breaker pro comp, Evo is Evo, and then Frosty Fostings is the fourth most.
So fourth, yeah.
And it wasn't a pro comp event, so it's like it was huge for what it was, and to get third is a huge accomplishment.
CEO wasn't even 100.
Yeah, CEO was CEO had like 120, I think. I'm not 100%. I'm not trying to.
I just know I got them.
Which is still good. Again, like people will strive, and that's like their biggest goal is they just barely scrape the top 8 at one major. So the fact that you got third, and like
I want more. I need more.
Which is good. I'm glad that you're hungry for it and stuff. I'm saying like to get third, that was like one of your first, or if it was your first, or one of your first.
That was my
first MK1.
It was my first major I actually played competitively in. It was my third major going to.
Okay, but still, that's still.
In MK11.
I mean, I top 8 at NEC, but like literally, look at these fucking badges. Look how many I have. Like,
I have 4 badges total.
Literally, like this is not even all of them. This isn't even the collection. And I just got my first top 8 at NEC, and that's maybe you don't even have that might not even be considered a major. And if it's not considered a major, then I don't have a major top 8 yet. And you were able to do that right away, so that's a huge accomplishment. So that's fucking weird that someone not only would stalk you, but to try to make you feel like that wasn't a huge accomplishment is just fucking weird.
I just find it funny. They were taking a video of me crying after I got
of a child who just
I've been thinking before the tournament. I even said, if I fight a Raiko, I will lose. And I was predicting, because this was right after I had to fight a Raiko after I just got my set losing miss input against Gerd. Because I was supposed to win that match. Not only did I lose that match, I lost the best Tanya Twitter clip of all time because I messed up my parry on reverse time freeze combo.
Which sounds very niche.
I made the read. It would have been a 60% combo. Best Twitter clip of all time. I would have been.
In grands at a major. Yeah.
Yeah. But no. No, I think that's what devastates me now because I think about this every night. It's not the loss. It's that Twitter clip. It was
Yeah, it's the how many thousands of likes, the dopamine that was just robbed from you.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, and then you had to go and play. And Adonis was playing so hot that tournament. Like, he was just like...
No, somebody told him my whole game plan before the match. They
really?
told me 2 weeks ago.
Really?
They just told me 2 weeks ago. Somebody just admitted to me that they told them my whole game plan. And it was one of my friends. And
really?
Like, why?
Why?
It's because he was a fellow Raiko player. I'm
like, okay. It happens. Yeah, man. Like, but yeah, no, Adonis...
I had no clue who Adonis was before the tournament.
Yeah.
They knew who I was.
Yeah, Adonis
is
like...
probably watching this right now. You know but I could have won that tournament.
It is, but still, it's at third place. Obviously, nothing to be ashamed of. I know you said you're going after a top 8.
They went over my game plan 2 hours a day, and I was like, bro, why? I thought you were my friend. What happened?
Yeah, sometimes I remember they do like those weird things where it's like, I remember I had
that match too. Vi was in the restroom, so I had nobody to coach me mid-match.
Oh, really?
And it wasn't one coach. I think Adonis got coached twice, and I got zero coach, and I'm just like, I'm struggling over here. I don't know what to do. I say before the tournament, I was trying to find Raiko warm-up for over a month because I was like, I know I'm so screwed. And I had so many people tell me no. I was like, why? The one character I need. And then I even said before the tournament, I never said anything to Adonis. And I was like, Vi, if I run into a Raiko, I think I just lose. I don't know what's going to happen.
Then you run into a Raiko.
I almost went Quan Cyrex, by the way.
That was when Quan was like brand new too. That was like Quan was like a few months old. He was barely legal at that tournament.
Oh no, it was his 3rd week.
Yeah. Like, that was right when Chameleon was out, but it was banned at Frosty's. I remember that.
I was so happy.
That's...
I was so scared of Cam at the time. I was like, when I come back from Frosty, I'm so screwed.
Yeah.
That was Dialogue's last time he did not win a awful. He didn't get almost top 8 at offline.
He got
7th.
7th, yeah, so he got top 8,
but it just his performance after Cam came out just completely changed. It's because Melina was so.
It was Melina, yeah.
Melina's everywhere.
Yeah, no, he lost to Violet and he lost to Perfect Shinny, both 2 Melinas. I was after watching that, I was like, that just looks like a really bad matchup for Shao. And he kind of
Cam made it, and then Cam saved that matchup.
Yeah, and now like Dialogue's just been crushing it, like literally.
Dialogue's too good. Nerf Dialogue.
1 Texas Showdown, 1 CEO. Got 13th at Combo Breaker, losing to Sonic Fox and Scorpion Prox. Both game 5s.
I thought he got 9th.
No, because after he beat Dialogue, Scorpion Prox had to play King Gambler for top 8.
Oh yeah, it was King Gambler.
Yeah, so but like you lost to Sonic Fox and Scorpion Prox.
I feel so bad for Gur. Gur got reversed
3-0
by Fox.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was like there for it.
And then it was the way he lost. I knew it hurt. It's happened to all of us once. He forgot to block the low hat.
Yeah. And it's just like.
No, it was just a raw low hat.
Oh, it was just raw low hat. Yeah, I think I remember that because it was like last hit, like last round.
It was a large low hat too. So, I was like, it was just full screen, and he unblocked as it was coming to him, and there was no other projectiles coming. It was just, and I was like, oh, that one had to hurt.
Damn.
I feel so bad. Gur was playing. I thought Gur was gonna win that, by the way. Like, it was so convincing at the start.
Yeah, no, he won 2-0. I remember that. Yeah, that was crazy.
It was two reverse 3-0s.
Yeah, I can remember Scorpion Pox reverse 3-0'd Gambler.
King Gambler.
That was rough for Gambler. We don't need to talk about that, but I feel bad for him.
We all know what happened that day. Oh god.
Yeah, we won't talk about it. I'll leave off with this. You also got top 8. We talked about Frosty's the run. You also got top 8 at CEO. You got 5th. You got some pretty good wins. Some really solid players. Do you want to talk about?
I don't remember pools much, but I think I was supposed to be on stream, but there was a lot of issues because the patch just happened like that morning.
Yeah.
So my god, I felt bad.
Yeah. For Jabali, yeah.
Yeah. I felt bad for Jabali. I genuinely felt bad for Peacemaker players.
Yeah.
Like, imagine
day before.
I don't care if you're tier whore.
Yeah.
Because I know some people were just
on Peacemaker.
Scrambling.
Yeah. Like some people change. Some people had pockets. Some people just like I have to play Peacemaker. Like I don't have another character. Like
yeah, there was a Peacemaker mirror happening, but the issue was that because MK has
some setups didn't have it, right?
Fixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if your setup is offline, and this actually was a combo breaker too. I will actually say this now. I never say this.
The Movado thing.
But on, no, the Janet thing. Bando won a match when he shouldn't have by the Janet. So Janet was nerfed damage wise, but he won with a combo that wouldn't have killed otherwise.
Asterisks next to the win, next to the Bando win.
But it was. But if you look at top 8, if you look at all of Bando's combos, they do pre-patch damage. Yeah. I think Bando noticed that. I don't think anybody else noticed that. Bando didn't notice.
He's like,
But I was
why not?
I brought this issue up to NRS devs at the start of the tournament.
Yeah, you're saying. I remember you were telling them like some aren't affix, like some of the setups just aren't.
And then I was like, and then when I saw the on-stream set, when I saw Bando go, I went, that looks like a lot of damage. Because this is when Janet was doing 4% more. This was the first nerf to Janet. Yeah. And I was like, this is weird. Why is he hitting for 48% meter?
That's crazy. All right, so you're talking. So we got a little bit of a tangent. But you're talking about CEO and some of the setups didn't have. Yeah.
But yeah, I was supposed to be on stream. My first match against Full Auto, but I couldn't. And then I beat Full Auto off stream. Then I got cooked by Rewind.
You got by Rewind. Reiko, yeah, of course.
From January to now, I have still never beaten a Reiko. I have no clue how to beat that character. It's such a big issue.
I've been telling you about it. I know because you're at that time you were kind of on like a little bit of a reptile kick, and I was like, dude, reptile Reiko is good.
I almost wanted to do it. I was like, but I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, so you went on the I went
to losers, and then I had to fight my boy Herc.
Yeah, you play Hercules, your top 8.
I was giving Herc advice the whole time too. You can see if you we were talking to each other the whole time. I was giving him advice to beat me. He was giving me advice to beat him. And I was like, bro, just go sub. You know my weakness is Kenshi sub. You watched what happened to Combo Breaker.
Yeah.
He went Kenshi Cyrex, and I'm like, you're gonna lose. I beat Hayate. Yeah. I'm okay against this character, this team. I have no issue against it. I was telling him to go sub the whole time. His girlfriend was telling him to go sub. Like, listen to us.
Yeah.
We're trying to help.
For Herc's the type of guy. Herc's the type of guy. Like, I'm not gonna take
my friend. I didn't care who made top 8 between us. That was whoever made top 8. I was happy. I mean, I do prefer myself making it, but I would have not been mad at all if he made it.
Yeah. So
because this is like when we were training together, and I'm like, please go sub. And then he never did, and then I went in the top 8, and I had Big Daddy G. If you don't know, who was the #1 seed of the tournament. I had to fight first and losers.
Oh yeah, no, he's insane. One first attack. Like I did an interview with State G. If you want to watch that one. Yeah, watch it. Replies, I think, or description maybe somewhere above or below or to the side maybe. It's somewhere. Check somewhere around here. Check somewhere around.
It was a morning. I woke up really early. I think I woke up at 5 a.m. And me and Alex Lisnassi, we both agreed. I think I ran matches against the Smoke for 4 hours.
Really?
Before.
Are you?
And then.
Sorry to cut you off, but are you someone who likes to be like, you like to play like a crap ton before a tournament? Or are you someone who kind of like just wants to play a little bit and then because you don't want to burn out?
Oh no, I'll play the whole time.
Because I know there's two people. Yeah.
No. If I only play a little, that's why that really messed up me up. Because if you watch my Combo Breaker matches before and after, that 6-hour wait killed me.
Yeah, so it's hard. Like it's like because
I was first. Yeah. And then I was because we were first. I was
12,
first pool, so I had to wait that whole time.
So like 8. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Even my first match, I had Burrito Voorhees. I mean, I was laughing and joking the whole time. I could not lock in.
Yeah.
So when I got the again, after I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I was like fully locked in. I was locked in against Ninja.
Yeah. You were playing super good. I could tell when you were watching the set versus you versus JJ. I could just tell like you. Like it's just like it like there's like a flow state and stuff that comes with competing and stuff like that. There's a lot of layers to it. I could tell you were just a little out of it.
Because it was just bam, bam, bam.
One
bam,
day,
bam.
yeah, it was and then next day.
But the next day, like the thing with Combo Breakers, those 6 hours I couldn't play.
Yeah.
I couldn't play. I couldn't lock in.
Yeah.
But CEO, I was able to lock in. Alex helped me. That there was one instance, one neutral jump killed me against Samid. I mistimed my meaty barely and got reverse 3-0'd.
Yeah, I remember, and then even I think in the game 5 you had a fatal blow. You could have won. You did 4-2-1-1. You could have done the fatal.
My controller broke mid-set, by the way.
Really?
It broke in game 4. I noticed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't do anything. It broke game 4, but I didn't have my spare controller. My spare controller was still in the stand. I forgot to put it in my pocket. So normally I bring a spare controller with me, and now I do my spare.
That's fair.
Actually, I think this was a controller I was using. This was my spare at the time. But this is a controller I was using. This button broke. My dash button, where I had the dash forward, and my dash got eaten, and that's why I dropped that combo.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I thought you had it twice. I was like, oh, he has it, and then you didn't go right into fatal. You definitely did the combo, and it's like, oh, and then you have it again, and then it was like, oh. Yeah, I remember that.
It was just, after that neutral jump, I remember, he was at 0.4%. I barely missed my forward 2 meaty. I messed it up by 2 frames, because that's what a neutral jump is.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. That's a neutral jump.
That's what got me at it got me at Combo Breaker. Only it wasn't neutral, but it was wake up buttons.
I guess rewind.
I guess rewind. Yeah, literally, it was just like all I had. He had no health left. It was nothing. I had like half a bar. Yeah, all I needed to do was time. All I needed to do was time immediate, and I fucking mistimed it, and I died. And it was like,
it happens. So you gotta be able to.
There's no passing. Yeah, I was like,
those thoughts keep you up at night, though.
But
I'll be going to bed one night.
So like that went from like that would have been if I'd won that match, that would have been my biggest win ever. It would have been my best tournament run ever. And then I lose, and then I get reverse 3-0 by Furious Pello and don't even make it out of pools. So then I go from would have been my best tournament run ever to drowning in pools to like a mediocre run.
For me, it's like that was $100 difference. That this time on a meaty, and
you could have won further. You
20 hours.
Yeah, like because you could have beat Yadriel, and then you could have made it further too. So it's like,
but I mean, I drove 20 hours for that tournament. It's just like those type of moments keep you up at night.
Yeah.
Like I'll like be just trying to sleep one night. And I'm like, damn. Yeah. Why didn't I time that meaty right?
Yeah, but what's also good about this and stuff is there's always another tournament. There's always going to be another big offline tournament. There's going to be online tournaments all the time. So like people are going to deal with nerves and stuff like that. That's something Kellen that's helped me over the years. Is just like there's going to be another tournament, man. If you don't do good at this one,
I'm ass
there'll be
right
another one.
now.
Yeah,
I might be more ass later, but we'll deal with it later.
Yeah, we'll deal with it later. Yeah, man, but thank you so much for having me on. I think I've taken you for over an hour at this point, so I'll have to let you go. If you have anything else you want to say.
And 50 minutes, don't worry, I don't mind.
Glitch? Code critical, is it code CR or code critical reaction?
Code Team CR.
Team CR.
Capital T. I'll just send you.
I say, how do you?
In the description.
How do you get it so where like you get the revenue? Does that happen, or is it just like as a team?
You just put in the code.
You put the code, but how do they know if you were the one that generated the code through? See what I'm saying here? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's not for me.
Okay, well, Team CR. Buy some glitch if you want to.
Ask the owner of CR how he does that stuff.
Okay, maybe I will. All right. Anything else you want to say before we end it here?
Play Mortal Kombat, join tournaments, support your locals, please.
That's a big one.
If you have a local,
go to it.
There is one. There's gonna be one wherever you live.
I'll say like this is how important it is to attend your locals. There was a local that was like down the road from my house. And I was playing in them, and I was like the best player there because I'm fucking sick. But they were there, and then I got COVID once, couldn't go. They haven't ran one since. Yeah. Because like that's how important it is for people to come out. Because like it would also happen like when I would run Smash, where like we would get like 6 people to come out, and then those 5 people wouldn't return, and a new 5 people would come. So it's like, so then they're like, oh, it's only 6 people. They leave. A new 5 people come. Those 5 people never return. So it's like we have like 40 unique people, but like every tournament's 5 people because people don't show up.
Yeah. Just people showing up is such a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you gotta support your local, because we're all complaining. We want to play offline more. Then go support your local.
Yeah.
We have more than majors. You can go out of your way to look. Ask on Twitter. StartGG even has a
you can find. Yeah.
I think it's like by miles too now. If you put in your location.
Ultra David has a Google Doc that Google Sheets that literally by state shows every local, or not everyone because there might be missing stuff, but like you could literally go to any state.
Indiana ones.
There's no Indiana ones in that thing. Damn. Well, you got to do it. You got to be the one. It's hard.
I mean, it's only me and Tweety up here. I'm trying to find other Indiana players.
But
I tried asking because Ragnarok used to have one.
Oh, okay.
But he stopped hosting it because it was only him and Tweety at the time.
Understandable. It's hard for NRS games, especially to get the people to go offline, but just in general with the numbers. But thank you so much thank you for being on this episode of the Poseidcast. Really appreciate it, Sparkz.
Tanya, I can say
support Sparkz. Watch his streams. Make him. I don't know. Don't make him. I guess you make him upload to YouTube if you want to.
2 cents an hour ad revenue.
2 cents an hour ad. Watch the streams. Follow him on Twitter. He always puts up tech, and we'll see you guys at the next episode.
Buff Tanya.
Peace.